Hey there everyone, ODMAA here coming at you with Cardfight Vanguard Keter Sanctuary deck profile centered around Bastion. So yeah, I went 1-3 with this deck and Dragon Empire during my locals. We did a 2-deck format win a box tournament and I went 1-3 because Dragon Empire was kind of struggling, but Bastion here was consistently winning me my games, getting everyone to round 3 for my matchups. So I just wanted to talk about this deck profile real quick. So let's get into it. This is the ride deck. So base, when you go second, draw a card when you ride on him. Rooks has a ability like when he's rolled upon by Fort. Fort is when it's rolled upon by Rooks. You can reveal 2 grade 3s and then call the top card of your deck after you do that. That's pretty cool. And then when Rooks is rolled upon by Bastion, you can reveal 3 grade 3s and draw a card if you do that. So this deck is centered around having lots and lots and lots of grade 3s. Like this deck is packed with grade 3s. Like the most powerful units in the game. The highest level. And yes, the deck works that way. It didn't work that way for the last decade of Vanguard. But with the ride deck being a thing, you don't have to worry about like certain grade counts. You can just have as many cards as you can to make your strategies go off. So I run one over trigger. The over trigger is amazing. I triggered this during my win a box tournament and it was amazing. Like this thing is broken. Like if you trigger this, one of your units gets a billion jillion. You draw a card and remove it from the game, and then if you drove check it, you can all your rear guards gain drive checks. So all the grade 3s with just mass get like twin driving like crazy. Then let's see, just get the triggers out of the way. 3 draws, 8 crit, 4 heal. So that's my count. I love crits, so that's why drawing's cool, and then heal is just amazing. You know, pretty standard. Like, there's really nothing to talk about here with the triggers. Let's talk about the grade 3s. And since Festival Collection's a thing, I got 1 foil that. I run 2 of it right now, and I run 2 of the new unit Festival Collection. What is your name? Bowstring of Heavenly Peace Aphion. So I tried it out during the Winterbox tournament. I didn't really like it, to be honest. It's a Counterblast 1 to give it 5k if you have 3 or more grade 3s out, and then if you Persona roll, you draw a card. So this card is kind of like, ended up being fodder for every game I played, just because I didn't really Persona roll that often. So I'm probably going to take it out and put in back in the 2 of these. I was running 4 before the set came out, so I'll probably just take these out overall and run 4 again, because this card was not working for me. I wish it did. It looks pretty sweet, but wasn't working. I run 2 of this Dark Strain Dragon. You can Soul Blast 2, and if you have 3 or more grade 3s, you can give all of them boost. So you can boost your Vanguard and rear guards with your grade 3s. That's pretty cool. 3 Bastion to Persona Ride. And then the effect is he gives all your grade 3s 2k during your turn. And then if you swing with him and drive check grade 3, you can pitch a card, stand one of your units, doesn't have to be grade 3. Stand one any of your units and give it 10k. It's really good. This is really strong because you'll be hitting a lot of grade 3s in your drive checks. So they're basically like stand triggers. For Fasado, he can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects, so he can't be prisoned, he can't be retired, like etc, etc. He's really good. Then when you hit with him, you can counter charge and soul charge. So he's pretty amazing. I have to get another playset for my Phantom Blaster deck, but he's good. For Olden, he's great too. When you place him on rear guard, counter blast 2, soul blast 1, call a unit, and if you call the grade 3 unit, draw 2 cards. Then he gets 5k when you swing with him. Yeah, as long as you have 3 or more grade 3s out. And you will have that many out. The front row will at least be grade 3s. for this card, she's good. She gets 5k shield power for every 2 grade 3s you have out, including herself. So she gives you more shield value to guard with. So that's nice, so you don't totally brick when it comes to guarding. 2 of this order. Soul Blast the grade 3 to use it, and then you can bounce one of your opponent's columns to the bottom of their deck. Pretty sweet. This hurts Bruce a lot. Kills most decks that need board. 4 PG. And 3 Rooks, because he gains boost if you have 3 or more grade 3 units, and he extra 5k. So these are the only non-grade 3s I run. Everything else is grade 3 or triggers. It's pretty sweet. Like, Bastion is actually really strong. So I was consistently winning with this just because it's so easy to autopilot, honestly. Like, all you have to do is just do the thing, like, just get as many grade 3s as you possibly can. Ride Bastion, hopefully you can Persona Ride. And then call Alden, call out, like, Fosado, or, like, the guy who goes to Soul, gives one of them 10k. Like, it's really straightforward. Like, this is one of the most straightforward decks in the game, if not the most straightforward deck. Like, I think it's the easiest to learn. So yeah, that's my Bastion build. The only thing I changed is that new Festival Collection card, the Ephion or whatever its name is, and put back in the 2 of the grade 3 that runs. So the only thing I change is this. Literally. Like, I change out 2 of these for 2 of him. Like, that's it. Otherwise, the deck's perfect. Because this was the original build was 4 of these. And I'm like, this card doesn't do anything for me, and at least if I call this, I can at least give somebody 10k by putting him in the soul. But yeah, that's my overall build. I have a great time playing this deck, surprisingly. I didn't think I'd like it when it was first announced for Overdress, because it seemed like, why is there so many grade 3s and why does this work? I don't get it. And then I played the deck and I'm like, oh, makes perfect sense now. Like, pretty obvious. And then set 2, it's getting even more support. I mean, it won't be my main Keter. I'll be playing Phantom Blaster Dragon in a month. Well, not in a month, in like 23 days. So yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, thanks everyone for watching my Cardfight Vanguard video. Sorry I didn't show my face today. I really didn't really have an intro to think of for Bastion, so I was just like, okay, let's just go into it, and kind of fits the theme of how, like, basic Bastion is. I love Toya though. Alright, see y'all next time. I got a couple Digimon videos coming for y'all.